Support me, yeah.
Like, show some like love to me first. Like, I don't want to see your slong, bro.
That's
and just because you have a big dick does not mean you know how to use it. Just because you know how to thrust doesn't mean you know how to stroke. Like, come on, G.
Damn.
Like, I don't want to see the big dick. I want to know what your stroke game is.
Dude.
All about the motion in the ocean.
Honestly, like, you don't understand how many times I hooked up with a guy that was like big, and I was like, ooh, like this is gonna be fun. And it was literally them just like pounding it the entire time, and I'm like, I'm in pain. Like, this is not fun. I'm uncomfortable. Like, this isn't fun. I'm
Right.
done.
No, yeah.
So size does not matter to you.
No. Well, okay. A little bit. Just a smidge.
Okay,
Like,
so what's too small?
if I can't fit it in one hand, you're
Like
done.
it's not enough to fit in one hand?
Yeah. I gotta be able to do a two-hand. If I can at least like do two hands or make it look like I'm doing two hands, okay. But if
So
I
they have
really
a solid 2-inch and big balls. You can two-hand that one.
nope. Can't do it. If it takes fingertips, you're embarrassing me.
Oh, wow.
Like, I can't. I remember when I first saw a chode for the first time, he was like trying so hard to trying to get me to give him head. And I was like, nah, I gotta go home. Like, I gotta walk home tonight. I'm gonna be late.
Oh my
I gotta
God.
leave. And he was like, oh no, just quick. And I was like, no.
Wow.
Like, I did. I was like, no. And I just ghosted him after that because I was like,
Hold on, what
it
is it?
literally looked like a mushroom. It was
What's a
scary.
chode to you?
Yeah, because that's not a
because we have a
definition.
different definition for
It
chode.
literally was like the girth of my pinky and like had a little mushroom tap.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was.
That's
it
a
was
micro
bad.
That's a micro penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
It-
chode is what every girl wants nowadays.
Nope. I'm sorry.
It's a thick cock.
It's a short,
I like
thick
them
cock.
thick.
It's a
I
short,
don't-
thick
nope.
cock.
You don't like the short, thick cock? So, like, if you...
You gotta have a good amount of girth.
Like, what
and
if
you
it's
gotta
like-
have like at least a decent amount of length.
What if
Just
it's
a-
like half that energy drink, but that's thickness? Show the camera. Just wrap
No.
one hand around it.
It's too big or too small?
Well, that's
And it's like half. It's like half of the can. Yeah.
You can put... See, that's your palm.
Yeah, you can palm it, and then you can have half the hand. Yeah.
I don't know if you. My waist, like my hips, not childbearing. A little too thick. Like, no,
So, not that thick.
not that thick. Maybe like, what is this? Like, maybe a little bit like more like Red Bull. Red Bull cans.
Okay, yeah,
Red Bull
yeah.
cans are a little bit skinnier.
Are they?
No, Red Bull can's about that thickness.
Okay, well, maybe I just have a preference for Red Bull cans. Maybe I have something against Alani.
she wants that bull.
Yeah, she does. Holy shit.
Like, lengthwise, perfect. Thickness could be a little skinnier.
Okay, so you like the long and skinny penises.
Well, I want to say I like a little bit of girth. Like, it just
Because your
this is about the
definition...
size of like one of my dildos. I guess I could make that work.
Okay, there you go.
Fair enough.
I'm here, not for me personally, but for the people who are watching. What content are you posting on OnlyFans? Because you're saying there's no boy girl, so there's got to be like solo videos, right?
Oh yeah, tons of solo videos. I have a lot of girl content. I love making girl content. I have a joke on my Twitter that's like, any ladies that want to collab, just show me your titties.
Nice.
Like, slide in my DMs with titties, I'm in. But men, keep your dicks out of my box unless you're paying me to see it.
So you're a tit girl?
Oh yeah, I love titties.
Not an
I love it
ass.
all. Oh, I love ass too. I just love women. Women are hot. I'm sorry.
Why is that it's so much more acceptable for women to be? Because my buddy asked me this question. He was like, why is it okay for women to be like okay with like hooking up with other women, but guys aren't, right? And I was like, number one, because it's like gross. No one wants to fucking see that. But then he was like, but isn't it still considered gay because it's two girls?
I mean, I love men that are okay with like their sexuality, that have been with, like, I could care less about any of that. Cause like I've met plenty of like bi guys or gay guys that I'm just like, ooh, really? Like, give me all the juicy deets. Like, I want to hear all about it.
Wow.
So I've never once been like, ooh, guy on guy, gross. Like, I've always thought it was kind of like, okay,
Really? You're down with that?
yeah. Like, I think men that are okay with their sexuality are so much more attractive. Like, anyone that's like, ooh, no, that's gay, I'm just like, you're not comfortable with yourself. That's icky.
I don't
But,
think
like,
you have to be uncomfortable with yourself to find that not attractive to yourself.
But I feel
you know
like
what I'm saying?
It's based on the reaction. Because there's
Okay,
some
okay.
guys that have like a negative reaction that are like, either, okay, I'm not into that. And that's perfectly fine. You don't have to be into everything. But the ones that are like, no, it's disgusting. Or like, no, it's gay. Like, yeah, no shit, Captain Obvious. But you don't have to look at it or like say it. Like we all know what it is.
Yeah.
Like you making a whole fit about it is just like more gross on your own behavior.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
that makes
over exaggerating
sense.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
like-
Like, oh my god, what the fuck?
If you look at two girls and be like, ooh, they're kissing, that's gay.
No. Well, here's
No
my
shit, Captain Obvious. Like
Yeah.
we know.
so here's my whole opinion on it. I think when people overreact like that, they're hiding something,
Exactly.
right? Like it's like, okay, dude, I get it, but you're like overreacting to the point where you're trying to sell me a fucking story versus like, we all know this is fucking gay. No one really likes it, right? But it's like when you're like what you're saying, like, oh my fucking
Oh my god, what the fuck?
yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you trying
Oh,
to?
they're
What are you,
flipping tables and shit.
yeah, like what are you trying to sell me, bro? Like lies?
It's like, just be like, dude, that's gay, man.
I have like plenty of guy friends that were like, yeah, like I've gone head by like another guy to see like what it's like. And I was just like, okay. And they've also been like, I've also tried it before. And I'm like,
Wow.
cool, what do you think? Any tips? Like what was your experience with it? And moving on.
Sebastian, what was your experience with it, bro?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just would hope that they could give better head than a chick because they have one.
I mean, you would think so.
You would hope, right?
You'd be surprised
'Cause
how many.
I would think like I have a penis, so I would know how my penis would react to certain movements and strokes.
Yeah, it's like what they say
So,
about girls. Like, yeah.
Like
I
a
mean,
girl
like-
should be able to please a woman a lot better than a man should please a woman
Yeah.
without
You
a
would
penis.
think
At least,
so,
you
but
know.
weirdly enough, no.
Really?
I mean, like,
But girls have a hard time finding a clit.
not really. I mean, we get that part of it all, but like, I feel like when it comes to like the opposite sex, since it's already so much like drive between like pleasing the other, I don't know. I feel like it just depends because I've gone head from both men and women, and like I've had some phenomenal head from men and some like good head from women. Like they know how to find like the clit. So like obviously,
course.
if you can find the clit while giving head,
Where is
like,
it? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
well, like, just look in the little diamond, and usually in the top area, you
Oh, it's
can
in the
find
top?
it.
I thought it was in the bottom. Damn. I was way off.
That's the butthole.
Oh, I was looking at their butthole the whole time. Fuck. I was
mean,
like, oh, your
ladies-
clit's in the ass.
I mean, to be fair, getting your ass ate also feels just as great. So
Why is that? One time we were hanging out with the group of friends. We're all hanging out around cars and shit, right? Growing up in high school. And then this old man used to come by every day. And he's like, and we ask him, hey, let's call him Joe, right? I'm like, hey, Joe, how's it that you've been married to your wife for fucking 40 years? And he's like, I'm not going to lie. If you like her and you love her, lick her butthole. She'll never go. And I was like, what? What does that mean? And then you know what I did? I tried it. The bitch stuck around for a long time, bro.
Dude, I've noticed that every time I lick a girl's butthole, she
Yeah.
sticks around a little bit longer than other ones.
Why is that? Giraffe?
why do they stick around longer? Or why do they like it?
Both.
No, why do they stick around longer?
Okay, well, you like it just because there's a lot more
Nerve
what is it?
endings.
Nerve endings in your ass. So like just like it's a G spot for males, instead of having to go like in it, you guys have to go inside. You can feel the nerve endings and the back end, so it feels just as good. And I don't know. I feel
Is it because it's like rare
I mean-
for a guy to do that, and that's why
not necessarily
it's like
because I've met a lot of guys that eat ass.
Oh, shit.
But I feel like it's just like a new. I don't know. I don't want to make it sound so simpy, but I mean, I just feel like it's a sense of love or like a sense of like appreciation for the other one's body. Because like it's one thing for you to like kiss me and like eat me out and like do all these other things to me, right? But like I feel like it's a new level of like love and dedication once you like go for the ass, because like that's kind of one of those spots that's kind of like taboo or a little more like less likely to be ventured into, especially like a newer relationship.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's one of those things of like you kind of get to a point being with someone so many times that it's like, ooh, I don't want just like the
same
normal
shit.
spots. Like I want like the most intimate spot at this point now. So I feel like it's just the intimacy of that spot
Yeah.
that gets people to stay around more.
yeah, like licking armpits.
It is
and
pretty.
shit.
It is pretty entry level.
Hold
like
on, did you hear
taboo.
what I just said?
Oh, licking armpits. Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Because someone told me about it, and they're like, "You should lick their armpits." I'm like, "All right, let me try it." And I
did?
tried it on a girl, and she was like, "Freaking!" Out. Another one I heard was you lick right behind.
Yeah,
the,
that's called. You know what that's called, right?
I don't know what it's called.
That's called the fourth hole.
What, behind her litany?
Yeah.
I actually tried.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I heard that one, and I tried that one. I was like, "Damn, this actually works." The
It's
girl's
actually
going crazy.
It's because it's a really sensitive erogenous zone. And there used to be a joke that goes around, and it
I'm
was
taking
saying,
the notes right now.
and they used to literally call it the fourth hole. Like
love that, yeah.
we used to call it that as a joke all the time. So like when you're fucking smashing, right? What you'll do is you'll like grab her by the behind the knee and you'll rub it.
Yeah.
And then later you'll just like lick it and then she'll fucking come off. Wow, dude, I'm fucking
Oh, I
educated.
didn't, whoa, okay.
Well, I didn't know the whole reason
behind
behind it, but like I heard about it and I tried it once and the girl went crazy. But that's crazy. I'm gonna try rubbing it.
There's also the feet and toes too. So
See, I love my feet and toes being touched and like sucked on. I think it's so hot.
does it make you orgasm more or faster? It gets you to climax a little bit faster. Or
Okay, truthfully, I don't think I've honestly.
ever?
You never climaxed?
I have, but it wasn't from them fucking me. It was from me riding them because I know how to ride dick better, so I can make myself come.
Okay, that makes sense.
So like whenever I get annoyed, I just put them on their back and just ride them because I'm just like, let me take care of myself. I can do this and take care of you.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone's ever got me to climax on my back before. Well, no, that's a lie. Leo has a couple times, but not doing anything like that.
It's really weird because my son's name is Leo, so. But I'm like, hey, look, if he's happy, that's cool, man. Because eventually I'm gonna have to deal with this shit,
Very
right? I'm
true.
like, okay, kid.
In a few more years.
How old is he?
He's 9.
Oh, Jesus.
He's
Yeah.
he's getting to that age. He's gonna be fucking pretty soon, probably. Kids are fucking earlier, dude.
Oh, God. Don't bring the
Wrap
kids
it up,
into
kids.
this.
Wrap it up.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah,
just have to
true.
accept it at this point. Have you seen all the stories in the news lately of all these teachers fucking young teenage boys?
It's mortifying.
It's fucking, but it's crazy the amount though. There's been like
Well,
just
I
this
don't-
week alone has been
I
like
don't
8.
honestly think it's been more like teachers doing it. I think it's just more of teachers getting caught now because we live in the age of like
Social media.
social media and everything. Like, think about it, like serial killers, like crimes, all that stuff. Like no serial killer can get away with what Jeffrey Dahmer did or Ed Gein or any of those other like infamous killers because of like social media nowadays, right?
Yeah, could
So,
you
like,
imagine if there was a Ted Bundy now?
Exactly. Like it would be impossible with how social media
With
is.
all the
like
cameras, everything and everywhere.
Cameras, like doorbells, like parking lots, like literally everywhere is so like has so many cameras, and then on top of like iPhones being like track my friends, like all of that stuff.
Ted Bundy was the one that went to that like intimidate girls into like getting in his car and stuff like that and go over to her
He
place
would,
or whatever.
he would seduce them.
Yeah. Can you imagine nowadays some chick tweeting, "Oh my god, this creep just came into my car and I'm letting him in though, but fuck, I'm coming over."
Well,
right
you know,
now."
Exactly. Or like,
and then next thing you know,
on
like,
Twitter or
yeah.
like texting your girls being like, "OMG, just picked up this cute guy. Like, make sure you keep an eye on my location." Like, I've sent locations to girlfriends before whenever I was going off on like a little like random hookup and stuff because I wanted them to know like where I was at, especially if someone I didn't know like 110%, you know? So like I've sent out my location to girlfriends whenever I go out on like nights or even like nights drinking together being like, hey, like let's all make sure we have each other's location. So if anyone gets separated, we're good.
Yeah, I think some girls now are like they're so used to being on like the Instagram that they'll just be like, "Oh, I'm going out with this," and then you're like, if this dude fucking murders her, then.
Actually, I noticed a lot of girls are like sharing their locations with their friends because it's funny because like I bring whatever and they'll be like, "Where are you going?" Because I live on the outskirts.
Yeah. Oh, you'll take him out there.
Yeah, and they'll be like, "Where are you going?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, sorry, my friend's calling." I'm like, "It's cool, just answer. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna go back."
Yeah, that's true.
But like same thing when it comes to like sex offenders and stuff too, like teachers, like now it's like little guys like texting each other in their group chats being like, "OMG, just bang like Miss Smith," or like going on Instagram being like on their little like secret pages being like, "Ha ha ha, just did this." Like
to smash
kids-
my teacher, bro.
Yeah, like kids post everything nowadays. Like look at TikTok for crying out loud.
Well, the thing
there's
is,
so many things on there that kids should not be posting. It's like, bro, like that's incriminating.
Yeah.
Like this is how you dumb kids are getting put in jail.
No, it's
and,
not
like,
even that.
Kids from my generation, like we got away with that shit.
Yeah.
And only got caught months later by our parents.
Well, the thing is, when social media started popping off, a lot of kids were getting their parents in trouble for like tax evasion and all types of shit because they would just be recording shit. And then they'd be like, "Oh, well, Mr. Smith, for example, he says he only makes this much money and he's been under investigation. Now his son is like recording all these things in his house and we can see that he owns all this expensive shit." Well, IRS comes to your ass. You know what I mean?
Or even like people getting served like court orders now because they found them through social media.
Yep.
Like there's even been cases of like unsolved murders that are now getting solved because of DNA testing. Like a family member went in to be like, "I want to know what my genetics are."
Yep.
And then suddenly like Uncle Billy's arrested for like rape from like 10 years ago because like the DNA finally matches up.
Oh.
Like because they took someone of like a family or relative was able to link it to somebody.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So like there's so many crazy cases with like modern day technology of like you can't get away with shit anymore.
I didn't even think about that.
I'm pretty sure there's like stories out there like you're getting a DNA test with your significant other and you find out you guys are related.
Yeah. That's another like weird thing.
I watched this video recently, and they were it was a couple, and they didn't realize that they were brothers and sisters, and they've been married for like 10 years and had kids and everything. But the way it worked was the whole thing was because I guess one of the siblings was taken away for adoption, like really, really early on. And then the other one was like, grew up with a totally different family. And then they fucking found each other, fell in love, and then had kids, and then figured out that they were related. Oh, what do you do at that point?
I mean, at that point,
I'd get divorced. I'm sorry.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. Get a late term abortion. I don't know.
But what would you do? Like,
late term abortion, they're kids like 18.
You're gonna murder them. You're gonna murder them at 9, 10. Sorry.
Old Yeller.
Kids, we found out some dark shit. We can't go on.
Hey, we're about to go on a fishing trip, son.
Your mom's coming with, dude.
My sister, I mean your mom.
She's coming with us.
Oh, God.
We're going on family vacation.
The kid's like, hey, Dad, look, I caught a...
That's some
But
dark
really, like, what do you do? Like, you obviously can't stay married.
Well, I think they did. So, because they were like, dude, at this point, like, what, you just have to accept it.
But like, could you look at your partner and be like, hey, wife / brother, let's go to bed and have sex again
But they've
after
already,
knowing?
yeah. But the thing is, they've already done it. So for 10 years. I mean, it's like going down to the South, right? Like, it's acceptable. Like they say, oh,
No, it's not acceptable. It's acceptable socially to them.
But like for us, yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like down there, eventually they're just like, you know what? It's fine. Fuck, I don't know the saying for.
I don't know what the saying, but I know the joke.
Go ahead.
You want to know why reverse cowgirl's illegal in Alabama?
Why?
You can't turn your back on family.
That's bad.
That is terrible.
You liked it.
Terrible.
Thank you for watching WakuRadio. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button.
This that high-tech HVAC flow, you good to turn the heat up. Y'all must have got amnesia, forgot how it sure beat up. Cooking up the track, I'm the baker just like Anita.